The other day, I went around an antique shop and a recycle shop with my girlfriend who is antique lovers. I also like reggae and old clothes, and I collecting Bergen NES software and old clothes. Although things to buy are different with her, the stores that sell such things are the same, so I was visiting the store happily. We could buy a few Bergens for each other, and I saw one dirty-looking shop driving the car with the tension raised. Ha! Unexpectedly in such a cheesy shop. The ghost Q-Taro gold version is sleeping or not. I went into the store with her cold-looking girlfriend who floats up. It was a small store, about the size of a convenience store. There are a lot of used books mainly, and there seems to be a little furniture and all. The ultimate Harikiri stadium, such as NES software. Like harassment, only one was covered with dust and placed on the shelf. When I said that I'd go out, "Oh!" she amazed. When I ran up, toys and the figurines were stuffed. She stood in front of the basket case. "Are there any Bergens?" "This is awesome," she said. It was pushed into the first bottom of the basket case. She scrapped a stuffed toy and other figurines and grabbed an icosahedron figurine. If you think now, why is the thing that she saw it that should be invisible from the other outside in the first bottom of the basket case? The strange event may have already started from here. What is this? Premiere? No, I haven't seen it yet. I would like to buy this figurine. Well, this figurine of a current color that I cannot say for sure. It may not be bad as an object. I said I would buy if it was cheap. Take the icosahedron to the cash register. Shabby old man was sitting while reading an old book. Sorry, how much is this? At the time, I did not miss the face. He looked up at the old book and looked at the regular icosahedron. Astonishingly, he floated on his face an expression that I could only see for a moment. Soon, it became an expression of ordinary old man. "Oh yeah, this, how much was it? Can you wait a minute?" When saying so, he went into the back room, possibly home. It was heard fragmented that something was disputed with the old woman like his wife. Before long, old man brought in a piece of yellow paper. "That's one of the so-called toys, by the name Rinfone. There are some details in this manual." Old man said and spread the yellowish dirty paper. It seemed so old. On the paper, the picture of the example icosahedron is written as Rinfone. The picture shows how it is transformed into bear, hawk, fish. It was accompanied by an unknown language. Old man says it is written in Latin and English. This way, this figurine can be transformed into various animals. First, wrap the rinfone with both hands. Turn it like making a onigiri. As she was told, she wrapped rinfone with her hand and turned it to hold it. Then I heard a click, and the part of the surface of the icosahedron was raised. Wow, it's great! Let's turn to see the prominence and pull it up further. If she did as he said, this time another one was sunk. It's amazing. It's like a puzzle. If you try, you. It is very difficult to explain this mechanism in words, but do you know a toy that says Transformers? The cassette tape is transformed into a robot, and it used to be a popular toy that handguns and trucks become robots. In this Rinfone too, when you press and turn anywhere on the icosahedron, imagine being transformed into various animals such as birds, eagles, and fish. No longer she was interested in Rinfone. I even thought it was a great toy. Um, how much is that? When she asked as she's afraid. Yeah, it's pretty old, but we also forgot what we had left. Well, how about 10,000 especially? I think if you put it on the net, somebody would pay hundreds of thousands for it. That's about her who is a good valuer. After all, I asked for up to 6,500 yen and left the store with a hot face. The next day was Monday, so when I finished eating at the restaurant together, I went home soon. Monday, when I got home after work, I got a phone call from her. You can? Yeah, ring phone. It really feels like a puzzle. It's in the form of an animal. It's all in my head while I'm at work and I feel like I can't get anything. More fun than a really bad video game. She was angry while being excited unilaterally. After hanging up the phone, a photo mail came. Her two hands holding the ring phone, I could see something like Bear's head and two legs sticking out of the ring phone. I admired that it was well done, emailed such impressions, and eventually slept that day. The next day, I was traveling by a car on the way home from work, and I received an email from her. It's really interesting. I was messing up with Rinfone yesterday all night. Finally, I got a bear. Come see it. It was the content that she said. I smiled, but directed the path of the car to her house. Well, you told that you worked all night, but did you go to work? As I arrived, I asked. I went, but thanks to drinking too much coffee, I felt sick. She answered. On the table, there was a ring-phone in the shape of a bear with raised neck and 4 feet. Hey, isn't this really serious? How is it done? This is amazing. I'm really addicted to this. The next one is supposed to be a wolf from this bear. I wonder if I'll do it right away. Hey, don't go away all night tonight. It's fine tomorrow. That's true too. And she eats good, easy hand cooking with 2 people, 2 sex ones, and I went back to my home. By the way, I forgot to say that Rinfone is about the size of a softball. Wednesday, on my way home from work, I emailed to her. Did you sleep properly? Other things. Uh-huh. Then I went to bed yesterday. I'm just going home and I'm looking forward to rest so much. A reply came back, and it was around 11 o'clock at night. When I'm crazy about PS2, a photo email came. I was able to make it. It looks real one. Isn't this genius man who created? When I opened the email, there was Rinfone in shape of Hulk with the wings spread. Even if it sees from a mature me, it is elaborate construction. Even now there is a Hulk that seems to flap. Of course, it's a toy, but it's somewhat uneven. Still, it was good. Awesome. The rest of the things are just fish. But let's make it slowly without getting too crazy. I replied and slept in time. Thursday night, when I got out of the bath, my cell phone rang. It's her. Yukon, did you call me earlier? No. What happened? I'll be receiving in about 30 seconds from about 5 minutes ago. I pressed the call. It's like something of a busy town nowadays. It sounds like a lot of speech and it's cut off soon. If you look at incoming call, it will be usually displayed number 1, not public or public. But when I see the incoming call, it displayed beyond. I have not registered for this. I feel sick. Oh, should I go there? No, I turn off the power and go to bed tonight. Okay. Are there any mixed lines? Oh, what happened to Rinfone and the place? Fish? Oh, I can do that soon. Let's land to Yukon when it is over. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Friday. I was also worried about the strange phone. I got to call her and go to her home. Rinfone is almost fish-shaped. If I added the spine and the tail fin, it looked like completion. There's a strange call again at noon. Yes, when I ate bread for lunch break, my cell phone rang. This time it was normal, so I pressed the call. I heard that many men and women said, "Put me out," and it cut off. After all, is it a mixed line or a prank? Do you want me to go cell phone shop together tomorrow? Yes, let's do it. After that, Ringphone is a really great toy. We talked a lot and worked on it to complete the fish. I do not know how to put out the tail fin and the back fin easily. After all, it might be difficult to make it because it is the last of last time. While talking with each other, it became sleepy and the next day is Saturday. Having brought a change of clothes, I decided to stay at her house. I had a bad dream. From the dark valley, a large number of naked men and women came and go. I desperately climbed the cliff and ran away. A little behind, almost got there, I would be safe. When I put my hand on the top, a woman caught my leg. Get along! I walked to sweat. It was still past 5 a.m. I was not sleepy again. I was lying on the stone until she got awake. Saturday. I went to the cell phone shop, but it was hard to understand the codes. And in the flow of talking, it turned out to be a change of mind. Can I get a fortune telling? Even in the city, there is a fortune telling aunt called Aunt Cat who is famous for her horoscope is right. She keeps many cats at home and also do horoscopes at home. The place seems to need a reservation. When I called, I was lucky enough to receive an appointment on the following Sunday. We went shopping and stayed overnight. Sunday, we arrived at Aunt Cat's house afternoon. Press the chime. Yes, this is reserved Ogata. Open, please. When I opened the entrance, there was a cat in the hallway. When she saw us, she intimidated us and fled to the back. As I went through the corridor, there was an ant cat in the living room. It is literally surrounded by cats. The moment we entered, all at once we were threatened with a voice as they saw their parents' enemies and ran away to scatter. I don't feel good at all. As I was in trouble with her, sorry, please return. And there is an ant cat. I was a bit stupid, and I asked what it is. I have a lot of cats. It is because they are sensitive to such things. Cats shout and divide the good people and the bad people. This is the first time I have made such a reaction. I had a flash for some reason and I talked to her, a strange phone call, a nightmare I saw. Then I can see something like an animal object behind her. Discard it now. Reluctantly, Aunt answered. I asked her how it happened. Please come back. I don't want to say anything more, and I don't want to see it. She turned to the other side. Her face is getting pale too. I relentlessly. What is that? Cursed? Is it happened with antiques? I kept asking over and over again until Cat Aunt answered. Then the lady got up. This is the hell of the smallest of condensed. It is the gate of hell. Throw it away. Go home. That money is. No, thank you. The face of the aunt who screamed at this time was more scary than anything. We returned to her house that day. Immediately wrapped the rinfone and yellowed manual in newspaper and rolled it around with gum tape. A few weeks later, when I went to her house, she who loves anagram with the paper and the pen, I studied to do something like this. Rinfone is the spelling of R-I-N-O. Rinfone is the spelling of R-I-N-F-O-N-E. It may be coincidence or it may be a brutish. If I rearrange this, I can read it with Inferno. Haha, it's an accident, simple accident. Haha. I could only do a dry laugh. that it is disposed of at the waste disposal site. And I prayed unconsciously that there is no second one.